Does Satan have a beginning? Well, the simple answer is yes. Satan had a starting point to his personal existence because Satan is a created being. Satan is an angel. Friends, welcome to Bible Words. I'm Pastor Dave, your host. Thanks for tuning in as we consider this question about that mysterious origin and nature of the unseen world of angels. Satan is first mentioned chronologically by name in the Bible in Job 1, where he, Satan, is mentioned in conjunction with angels. In Job 1, it says, "One day the angels came and present themselves before the Lord, and Satan also came with them." Later in the New Testament, Jesus condemns him along with the angels. In Matthew 25, it says, "Then he will say to those on his left, 'Depart from me, you who are cursed, into the eternal fire prepared for the devil and his angels.'" Paul called Satan the god of this world who has power to blind mankind to the truth of God's gospel good news. And he does this by disguising himself as a good, holy angel from God. 2 Corinthians 11. "And no wonder, for Satan himself masquerades as an angel of light. It's not surprising," Paul says, "if his servants also masquerade as servants of righteousness." So in my mind, the clear implication is that Satan is also an angel. But our question is asking, by implication, when was Satan's beginning? When was he created? Well, the Bible doesn't actually give us an exact time of Satan's creation, but we would assume he was created during the same time period that Christ created the cosmos, our physical universe. Colossians 1 says, "For by him all things were created that are in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones, dominions, principalities, powers, all things were created through him and for him." Paul's reference here to the visible and invisible, whether thrones or dominions, principalities, powers, that's a reference to the angelic host and their different rankings within the host of heaven. And Nehemiah clears this even more for us in his hindsight look at creation. In Nehemiah 9, he says, "You alone are the Lord, you have made the heavens, the heaven of heavens, with all their hosts, the earth and all that is on them, the seas and all that's in them. You give life to all of them, and the heavenly host bows down before you." It would appear that all the angels, God's heavenly hosts, were created when Christ created their dwelling place, the heaven of heavens. And that fits with Genesis 1, which says, "In the beginning God created the heavens and the earth." The Hebrew word for heaven is a plural form of the noun, indicating God created not only the heavenly spiritual realm, but the physical creation at the same time. And God, in his profound questions to Job when Job was doubting his divine wisdom and power, he indicated the time of that creation of the angels must have been just before the physical universe was created. God asked Job in chapter 38, "Where were you when I laid the foundations of the earth? Tell me if you have understanding. Who determined its measurements? Who laid its cornerstone when the morning stars sang together and all the sons of God shouted for joy?" You know, although this is a poetic passage, it tells us that God's creative work of our planet, Earth, was eyewitnessed by angels, and they, the angelic host, sang and celebrated God's creative genius and divine power at the planet's completion. So that when Jesus pronounced our world and all its living animals, including us, created in God's image, when he said it was all very good, God's angelic hosts and Satan were probably right there singing, "Amen, it's true." So I believe we can confidently conclude that Satan, along with the rest of the angels' hosts, were created first, but just prior to the creation of our physical universe. Friends, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Let's share Bible words with your friends. And let me know if you have any other questions about Satan regarding his nature or rebellious war against Christ or Christian people. I'd love to expand our discussion of them. See you next week.